Bakit mo nga pala ito ginagawa? Tara, usap tayo. Hi everyone, this is Julius Reala. I am a husband, a father, but most importantly, I'm a sinner saved by grace. So ang question is, bakit ko nga ba ito ulit ginagawa? Now let me just share to you a little background about myself. When I came to know the Lord, yung passion and the urgency to share the gospel was already there. In fact, right after the youth camp, I don't know how to share the gospel, but one thing is for sure, I know that this is important. That's why I went straight to my friends and shared them what happened, how I came to know the Lord. And during my college days, when God gave me the burden to start a campus ministry, alam nyo yung mga pinipili kong lugar na magkakandak ng Bible studies with my classmates and other students is yung dun sa tinatawag na forest. Pinipili ko palagi sa biyaya ng Panginoon yung areas na kung saan meron palaging katabing table. So, it's either sa forest or dun sa plaza nung barangay nung university kung saan ako pumapasok. Because alam ko na if lalaksan ko yung boses ko, kahit hindi na sila kasama sa Bible study namin, alam ko narinig nila yung word ni God. And my passion in sharing the gospel, by God's grace, patuloy yon na not just on the stage, but even on personal conversations, the Lord is allowing me still, even with my wife and my kids, to share the gospel. And in fact, meron din akong dating pinapag-pray na, Lord, pwede ba ako maging preacher sa streets? Because every time na may nadadaanan akong pilahan or sa palengke na maraming tao, yung desire ko to share the gospel, to preach God's word is lagi talaga nandun. But during pandemic, merong isa sa mga ka-churchmates namin na nagsabi sa akin na, Kuya, pag-pray mo naman itong platform na to because every morning, even nighttime, meron mga pumapasok dito na kumokonek sa mga estudyante, sa mga bata, and yung mga tinuturo nila against the Bible. And you know, because of that, I also developed another burden to be active online. But to be honest, hindi ako agad nag-post online because medyo torn talaga ako. Torn ako saan? Torn ako sa number one, ayoko talaga sumikat, di ba? Ayoko rin talaga maging influencer. Number two, naiisip ko rin na, Lord, gusto ko about you lang. Pero nababurden pa rin ako. I was just seeking God through His Word, through my prayer time. The Lord allowed me to read yung Luke chapter 14, verse 23. It's about the parable of the banquet. And nung walang pumupunta dun sa banquet, sabi nung master niya dun sa servant, go out to the roads and country lanes and compel them to come in so that my house will be full. And because of that passage, I believe na yung social media or the internet, it's really now the highways of the people. Kung gusto natin maraming ma-reach, this is the place to be, ika nga. So, because of this passage, I was really compelled by the Lord and start uploading videos on TikTok and Facebook and YouTube. But, of course, because this is a one-man show, ako nagre-record, ako rin nag-edit. Nung nagbalik na sa face-to-face yung worship services, of course, by God's grace, masaya ako doon. And nagbalik na rin yung kabisihan natin sa labas. Hindi ko na siya napagpatuloy. But fast forward, just last month, na-meet ko si Pastor Stephen Prado and his wife Jenny during the SEN conference. And during our quick conversation, they encouraged me. Alam niyo, talagang ginamit sila ni God for me to be encouraged to go back online and be visible. And hindi ko makakalimutan yung vision na sinabi sa akin ni Pastor Stephen because sabi ko nga sa kanya, one of the reasons why I did not continue itong online platform. Sabi ko, meron na akong church na hinahandelan sa biyaya ng Panginoon. He just gave me this statement na, what if yung message na naririnig ng mga tao sa Ace Ortigas is maririnig din ng libo-libo or milyong-milyong tao at si God yung mag-glorify. And you know, because of our conversation and because of that statement, God allowed me to have again this desire to be here, to be with you, but I think it's a different vision now. Because before, nandito ako to evangelize, pero ang ganda rin nung nasabi sa akin ni Pastor Stephen, it's not just about evangelism, but why not also take this opportunity to disciple those people who are following you online? I want now to still, of course, share the gospel, share the good news to as many people as I can, but at the same time, to disciple or to impart whatever God's wisdom the Lord allows me to receive, ma-share ko rin sa inyo. So, my commitment is, of course, I will continue to share biblical principles on faith, family, leadership, relationship, discipleship, and life. Even just to share what's happening in my life. Ano bang buhay ng isang asawa, isang ama, isang kapatid, isang anak, isang ka-church, and ng isang pastor. From time to time, even my reflections with my quiet time, i-share ko rin sa inyo. So, if I want to be honest with you, hindi ko alam kung saan ako dadalhin ni Lord dito, but one thing is for sure, I am God's servant. I am a sinner saved by grace. And yung sinasabi sa akin ng master ko ngayon, go to the highways and invite as many people as I can para mapuno yung kingdom ng Panginoon. So, if this conversation encourages you and para sa ito, you consider following along, share this also to other people who needs hope. Let me know in the comments. Maybe you have questions about God, about Christian faith that you always wanted to ask. And I'll do my best by God's grace to answer them all. So yun lang, asking for your prayers about this journey and excited din ako to share with you what the Lord wants me to share. Yun lang. Ingat kayo palagi. God bless.